like your team has yet to play its best basketball?
Thank you. I appreciate that. We're looking at it and like, there's always room for improvement. There's always how we can, areas we can grow at. And our guys have that type of growth mindset on what will we do better to. And I don't think it's ever a such thing as playing a perfect game. But, one possession at a time, competing for 40 minutes from start to finish. That's always been our mindset going into ball games.
Next up for you, Coach, is Dylan Jesperson from TV Sports.
Congrats on the win, Coach. Franz said after the Iowa game that you guys seemed to get better in the second half, while a lot of teams seem to get more tired. I wondered what you think is the key to that for your team.
We just want to play hard for 40 minutes, man. What happened this game in the first half, we were up 9. They made a tough 3 at the end of the first half, which would have probably gave us being up 12. But we still look at it at halftime 0-0 in the scoreboard because we do not scoreboard watch. Each possession, no matter first half, second half, there's always great teaching moments. And the mistakes are going to be made. They're going to be good plays made. But overall, we try to make sure we focus in and playing the game the right winning way. And our guys have a beautiful mindset, like I stated earlier, on what's the next play? How can we, of course, lock in and stay engaged for that play to be able to get stops? And fortunate enough in the second half, we did a better job of playing offensively, moving the basketball. But in the second half, we did a poor job of guarding the basketball because not taking nothing away from Indiana, they took advantage of our defensive mistakes in the second half. That's how, they shot 50% from the field goal.
Next up is Orion Singh from the Detroit Free Press.
Juwan, Franz has 3 20-point games in you guys' past 4 games. How would you evaluate his overall performance since you guys came back from the break?
Man, Franz is playing extremely well, man. He's locked in. But it's no surprise. He was that way before the break. And all our guys are, not just singling out one individual. I know you asked about Franz, but our entire team has done a phenomenal job of how they handle themselves by having a long extended break that we had when that pause first started.
And with Franz, he kind of ended last season on a similar tear. Do you see things playing out the same way right now?
I don't predict the future. I don't know how. But I would just say this, that I just hope that we all can just stay healthy, man. It's a critical part of the season right now, staying healthy.
We'll go to Brendan Quinn from The Athletic.
Hey, Juwan. Can you kind of tell me what you've seen from Mike in terms of his ability to call his own number at opportune times when you guys really need a bucket?
Yeah, Mike, he's had those habits of, being with Columbia, he was the primary scorer. And, he shoots the ball extremely well. He still has that scoring mentality and aggressiveness that at times I don't want him to feel that he has to take a back seat. Read the game, read those opportunities when you have open shots or when we need you to be aggressive and make plays for yourself and others. And that's been, what I've shared with him from day one. Now, to Mike's credit, he has an unselfish nature about him and also a high IQ of understanding what he has on the roster of other talented guys. So, typically you'll see a guy when you have Isaiah Livers, Franz Wagner, Hunter Dickinson, and Eli Brooks, sometimes you start to defer. I said to Mike, hey, we need you too. So you read it, but be aggressive out there.
So have there been times when watching film together or whatever, where maybe you see, defense is going under screens and he's not shooting that you're telling him like, you got to call your own number in that spot and stuff like that? Well,
I'm telling him more of reading, the defense and whatever the defense does is wrong. But read the game and stay aggressive out there because your offensive, energy as well as your offensive production is much needed in order for us to move the needle.
Thanks, Jordan.